Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. Jason here, and today we are going to do some carburetor tuning on some weed eaters. And I mean, it's pretty much the same for, you know, weed eater, blower, chainsaw, just two-stroke carb tuning. I got a request to do this video, so I figure I'll go ahead and knock it out. But like and subscribe, and we'll get going. Under here, under the trade sheet today, the shade tree today, and I got a Stihl FS40C string trimmer, just a basic little string trimmer Stihl, and a bench shaft, and it's a running and working machine. But I was just going to show you a little bit about carb tuning and what goes on. So now this is, man, that's annoying. So yeah, this is you know, basic little Stihl carb. Now for Echoes and other brands, it's a little bit different, probably a lot different, but anyways, so there's 3 holes right here, and this, of course, it's got this air filter covering the carb, so it's kind of hard to see. But I'll go ahead and take that off so we can see a little bit better what's going on in there. So it's just one torque. Sometimes you can get away with a flat tip screwdriver going in there. And then we got 3 adjustments right here. So it's kind of got labeled here on this cover too, because you're really not supposed to take this cover off when you adjust it, but I'm just kind of showing you what's going on here. But you got L, H, and LA. So this one here is the LA, and you would think that means like low adjustment or something. But in the 2 minutes of research that I did, I'm pretty sure it's just some German word for, you know, idle speed or low adjustment. It's really idle speed. It determines how fast your engine is running, so you can make it run faster or slower. And you can see that that linkage moves when I hit this throttle here, and when you turn it in, it makes it stick the screw stick out further on the other side and pushes that open. And if you screw it out, it makes it, releases it so it can go out further. But I'll show you how that works here, and I'll try to anyways. It's kind of hard to hold the camera and start a weed eater and everything else. But, so that's just the basic Phillips right there on that. Most of them are, sometimes they're flathead. But I'll show you how that goes. So it's at a nice idle right now. Of course, I hit the throttle there, and it goes. But if I turn it in, the engine speed goes faster. Keep turning in, that's faster. I turn it back out, and it slows down, and keeps going down, and eventually it'll shut off. So I'll screw it in just a little bit, and pretty much when you're adjusting that, you want it to probably run as fast as you can without the head spinning or like the chain spinning or something. So start it back up and see where we're at. That's pretty good. I mean, it's not spinning or anything. Get a little throttle and it goes. And so I think we're pretty good there. And you can play around with that a little bit. It's not too difficult. Now, the harder two is really the low and the high adjustment. It's even marked on the carburetor there. I see H and L is in the other corner there. Now, this is kind of annoying. A lot of times they are just flat tip or Phillips, but that's not the case with this. So it's going to take really a special tool. Probably came with a weed eater when you bought it, I think. Maybe not, but anyways, you can go on Amazon and get like a whole kit of them for like $7 or something. And it's just little tools like this. I mean, this is Well, this one here is a hexagon, and you kind of find the one that fits in there right. So this one is a hexagon, I thought it was. And anyways, so you stick it in that hole and you can turn that screw in there. Now if you're really desperate and you really just don't want to buy this tool, or you're just really desperate, what you can do is just break this whole little aluminum piece right here off around this. And you want to be careful you don't break the middle piece, and that'd be good. You can also sometimes, if you have a really small pair of needle nose pliers, you can get on there and turn it. And if you don't have a really small pair, you can just break this off and get a bigger pair, or just a regular pair of pliers on there and just turn that back and forth whichever way you need. But don't necessarily recommend doing that, but if you're in a sticky situation, they can get by. But anyways, so this is the high and low right here, and what they do is they adjust how much fuel and air is going into your engine. So obviously when you screw it out, when you turn it left, it's going to open it up more, it's going to let more fuel in, and when you turn it to the right, it's going to close off the fuel and let more air in. So I'll show you a little bit here what goes on and what happens when you mess with it a little bit. And you just kind of mess with it yourself a little bit, and you can kind of get an idea what's going on, I would think. If it's running flooded, obviously you need to close off fuel. If it's running lean, like you can run it with the choke partially on or something, you're going to want more fuel. But so idle, the low is for it's for when it's just idling, you don't have, your throttle's not in. And the high is for when you're running it wide open. And of course that's marked here on this cover. It's got low and high, L and H there. And you don't even have to really take this cover off to do it. I was just took it off just to show you a little bit what's going on in there. Of course you want to do it with the filter on, and probably this, because it'll make a difference in your tuning. But I'll start it up. Now I'm going to screw it in, and it's going to start running a little bit lean. See, it just turned it off. I went too far there. I turned it back out, and it's in there idling again. I'll keep screwing it out, running a little bit faster now, getting more fuel in there, and eventually it's going to get flooded out. I got it pretty far out, it's still idling. A lot of times if there's too much fuel in there, too much fuel going in, and I'll shut it off, but I'm going to screw it most of the way back in. Going to keep going until it starts to die a little bit, back off. So I just backed off a little bit right there. Now we're back to like a nice smooth idling. So yeah, that's that. And I'll show you the high here in a second, but you want like, yeah, nice smooth idle. Sometimes like it runs rougher or better. And yeah, there's something else I was gonna say but can't remember. But anyways, they're pretty fickle, these things are. Like even just the cold and hot will mess them up sometimes. And two-stroke carbs are pretty annoying. But I'll show you the high here a little bit. So I just shut fuel off right there, and I have like no power there. So I'll open it back up. find a nice happy place there, and you have to play with it a little bit. You have to know if it's, you know, if you're not getting enough fuel, if you're getting too much fuel, and just keep adjusting it, play with it a little bit, and you'll eventually get it. It takes some work. It's not the easiest thing. You can do it though, but that's just very basic tuning there of a 2-stroke carburetor. But you know, some people say if you're, you know, cutting wood, you should tune it under a load or whatever if you're cutting through wood, but maybe if you're cutting some weeds. But it's that time of the year, all the weeds are growing, and you need to bust out that string trimmer. And doesn't start, you're having issues, you might be able to just get away with just adjusting the carb instead of rebuilding it or putting a whole new one on there. But anyways, I hope this was a little bit helpful to you, and for more tips and tricks, just like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time.